Hi everyone, my name is Lillian and I'm going to be taking you through a flow, just kind of focusing on really opening up our body, taking some movement, intuitive movement, and learning how to use our breath to add in things that our body wants. And from day to day, our lives look different, and so what you do and what I do for an occupation might look totally different. So that means that our practice should reflect that. I want you to really focus on that while we're practicing today, and as I kind of cue you through things, just becoming more curious of what you can add in to make this practice more yours. With that being said, let's get started in child's pose today. Bringing your big toes together and knees out wide, sending your hips back onto your heels and walking your hands out in front of you. You're reaching your arms long out in front of you and plant your forehead down on your mat. Once you're here, you're going to start to breathe down into your low belly. Your knees are spread wide so you have some space in between your thighs. Breathing really, really big here. As you're breathing, just noticing where your breath wants to go. Maybe that's to the points of contact that you have with the mat. Maybe that's to your hips, your feet, your head. Where does it want to go? And then once you're ready, you're going to slowly rise up into your tabletop, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. You have 5 breaths here to take whatever you need. So maybe that's some cat-cows, dropping your belly and sending your gaze up. Maybe that's adding in some C shapes, maybe some really big spinal circles. I want you to get creative here, and so I don't want you to only do the things that you know to do. Maybe you add in different stuff that you're like, I don't even know what to call this, but it just feels good. That's okay. That's what I want for you today. I want for you to get experimental and ask yourself, okay, what actually feels good in my body? And one easy way to do that is using your breath. We'll take one more full cycle of breath here. Coming back to your neutral spine when you're ready. You're gonna bring your big toes together, knees out wide, or actually bring your feet out wide and your knees wide and walk your hands out as you're like in this like wide-legged supported plank. You're gonna slowly shift over towards the left and you're gonna go push back into your hands and send your hips back. Then your body's coming over towards the right this time as you come back into your supported plank. We're finding really big circles here in this tabletop position. We do this sometimes in my class, but here I want you to notice if you wanna stay a little bit longer in a position. Maybe you wanna stay back in that like almost child's pose, but not quite. Or maybe you wanna stay up in this like wide-legged cobra pose. Just noticing what feels good here. Let's go ahead and switch directions. Going the opposite way, opening up the hips the opposite way, opening up the shoulders a little bit more. Whatever you're doing, you're just using really big breath here. Let's do one more of those. And then when you're ready, we're gonna make our way back into our tabletop. So stacking shoulders over wrists and your hips over your knees. Once you're here, you're gonna bring your right foot out towards the right. So kickstand the foot out towards the right. You're gonna extend the left leg long on your mat and plant the fullness of the foot on your mat. Plant right hand on the mat and then reach left arm up to the sky. You're in your supported side plank here. If you wanna lift the foot, you could go ahead and do that, but I'm gonna keep my foot down today. That's what my body wants. But maybe you wanna reach your top arm overhead. Maybe you wanna cactus your arm or bind the arm behind your back. This is where you're gonna really get creative, is with that top arm here. But on our bottom arm, we're pressing out of that shoulder to keep our shoulder really strong and engaged, because I don't want you to get shoulders that are starting to hurt. Just adding on different movements that feel good in your body, opening up that shoulder just a little bit more. Nice. And then when you're ready, you're gonna slowly come right back down into your tabletop. We're gonna do the same thing second side. You're gonna kickstand your left toes out towards the left. You extend right leg long on your mat. Walk left hand up just a little bit, and then reach the right arm up to the sky. Supported side plank here, the fullness of back foot is planted on the mat. Maybe you lift that foot, or maybe you're with me, you're planting that foot down on the mat. Then top arm is all the attention. You're opening up here, moving intuitively, doing something that feels good. Maybe you added more movement on this side than the other side. Maybe you find more stillness. Again, you're just adding in what you want and what you see to be what you need. Today, my body just needs to move intuitively, adding in different movements that just might look weird, but also just feel really good. Nice. Let's go ahead and let that go. Come right back into our tabletop. And then we're gonna sit back onto our heels. Sit back onto our heels. Once we're here, we're gonna inhale to bring that right arm up to the sky, reach the right arm up to the sky, and exhale, bring it back down, making these really big shoulder circles. So you inhale to reach the arm up to the sky, and exhale to bring it back down. One more, inhale, you reach the arm up to the sky, and exhale, bring it back down. Left arm this time, inhale, reach the arm up to the sky, and exhale, reach back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach back down. You gotta be careful of the mic. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach back down. You have to roll out your shoulders a little bit. Let that go. Let that go. Nice, everyone. Then you're gonna bring your hands behind your head. Bring your hands behind your head. Try not to send your belly forward too much, but keep your shoulders stacked on top of your hips and belly button pulls up and in. Once you're here, you're gonna slowly lift the hands off the back of the head and you're pressing these elbows into an imaginary wall behind you. We're really targeting this bone in the back of our necks that sometimes protrude, especially if we're looking down at our computers, our phones all the time, or if we're gazing down at other things. But we're keeping our belly button up and in, so we keep this into that spot that I really want to target right here. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, everyone. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And let that go, exhale. Start to roll up the shoulders one at a time, just letting that go. And then when you're ready, we're gonna slowly make our way back into our tabletop. Tuck our toes and send our hips up to the sky for our first down dog of the day. First down dog, start to pedal up the feet a little bit here. Maybe you wanna get super twisty or whatever else feels good. We'll also be working on some foundational postures in this movement. So we'll be working on some warrior ones, working on some warrior twos, getting into our high lunge, and just noticing how those things feel. Once you're ready, you're gonna inhale to reach the right leg up to the sky, bend the top knee, stack and open the hips. You're opening up your hips towards the right side of the room, opening up by stacking hips even more. Can you think of pressing equally through both shoulders? And exhale, set that back down, come back to down dog. Inhale, reach left leg up to the sky, bend the top knee, stack and open the hips. Opening up the hips more towards the left, pressing equally out of both shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, set that back down. On your next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward. And exhale, step, hop, or walk, top of your mat. On your inhale, you find your halfway lift. And exhale, refold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, refold. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands and step your right foot back, runner's lunge. Take a breath in here and a breath out. One more. And then on your exhale, you're gonna heel toe the left foot out towards the left, so your heel's on the mat, your toes are off, and you're gonna drop the back knee. Start to walk your hands back so you're in your half splits here. So stacking your hips over your back knee, and you're sending your chest forward to open up the heart more and engage more backside body. Inhale. Exhale, stay here. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, crawl your hands forward. An option to keep the knees down or up. I'm gonna keep my knees down today because that's what I want. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, you go back, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step right foot in between your hands, runner's lunge. On your next inhale, you're gonna reach the right arm up to the sky. And exhale, stay here. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your top hand, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, refold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, refold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, runner's lunge. Take a breath in here and a breath out. One more inhale. And exhale, drop your back knee. You're gonna heel toe this right foot out really wide on your mat so your heel's on and toes are off, and walk your hands back into your half splits. Inhale here. And exhale, stay, maybe you fold. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Last one, inhale. Exhale, crawl your hands forward. You step back to your plank, maybe supported plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, go back, down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, left leg lifts up. And exhale, step the left foot in between your hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky, easy twist. Exhale, stay here. One more inhale. Exhale, plant the top hand, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, refold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, refold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to your plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, option to drop the knees and lower halfway or all the way. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, go back, down dog. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. And on your exhale, step your right foot where your right hand is. Look back at your left toes. Pop those all the way over to the left. Pivot the heel down. And inhale, rise up. Your warrior one. So I teach warrior one a little bit differently. I widen my stance in my warrior one, but if you want to find a more narrow stance, you can always find that. Inhale here. Exhale, stay, maybe you sink. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step to the top of your mat. You're in a wider stance of a forward fold. Your heels are in, toes are out. You're gonna sink your hips really low here in your malasana. So you could either stay here, you could lift your hips a little bit if you want to, just so, because if you can't get your heels down, that's okay. If you wanna place a block underneath your hips, also feel free to. I like to add some movement side to side here in my malasana. Maybe you wanna tee the arms open, opening up to each side, opening up even more inner thighs. Take one more breath in. And on your exhale, send your hips up to the sky and heel to your feet underneath you. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, refold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to your plank pose. Sorry, my brain just froze for a second. In your plank pose, you're pressing your mat away. Inhale. Exhale, option to drop the knees and lower halfway or all the way. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, go back, down dog. Sometimes that happens. I'm human too. My brain just freezes sometimes. Inhale. And stay there. Exhale. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky. And exhale, step your left foot where your left hand is. Gaze back at right toes and pop those all the way over to the right. Pivot the heel down to a 45-degree angle. And inhale, you rise up, warrior one, with your left foot forward. We engage our back glute all the way down the back heel to find a nice, strong line of energy. Belly button pulls up and in, and our arms reach up to the sky. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. You're coming back into that Malasana Yogi squat. So you have your heels in, toes out, top of the mat. Sink your seat really low here. Maybe you bring a block and put it underneath your hips, or maybe you widen your feet even more and come into more of a goddess pose. Just depends on what you're feeling today, what your body's calling for. I'm bringing my hands to my heart center, and I'm pressing my elbows into my knees so I can bring my chest through my legs a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands and send your hips up to the sky, heel toe feet underneath you. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, standing. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Go ahead and gaze down at your feet. You're gonna bring your right foot into the middle of your mat so your toes are facing forward, and then you're gonna step back with your left foot so you're coming into your warrior two here. So warrior two, back foot is parallel to the back of the mat, and your front foot, your knee is stacked right on top of your ankle. Belly button pulls up and in, and just like in our warrior one, we're finding that back glute engagement all the way down to back heel. But in our warrior two, we have a little bit of a bend in back knee today. Inhale. Exhale. Take a breath in and a breath out. One more inhale. On your next exhale, cartwheel your hands down, frame your front foot. You're gonna step back to your plank, maybe a supported plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, go back, down dog. Inhale here. And exhale, stay. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step, hop, or walk, top of your mat. Inhale, your halfway lift. And exhale, refold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time I'm gonna switch so you can see me a little bit better. You're gonna bring your left foot into the front, so your left foot is in the middle of the mat. You're gonna step your right foot back, make sure it's parallel to the back of the mat, and you're making sure this front heel almost intersects directly with with that arch. So I'm making sure that's nice and in line. Back glute engages down the back glute, or about down the back heel, little bend in back knee, and you're stacking your front knee right on top of front ankle. Belly button pulls up and in. Inhale. Exhale. In our warrior two, inhale. And stay, exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. You step back to plank, maybe supported. Inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, go back to your down dog. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. And exhale, step right foot in between your hands. Engage back glute. And inhale, rise up. You're in your high lunge. This is our last standing flow here. So in our high lunge, we're pressing into our front heel. We're on the ball of the back foot and back glute is engaged. Belly button comes up and in and we reach both arms up to the sky. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. One more inhale. On your next exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Okay, for a little bit of challenge, you can take this or leave this. So we're slowly gonna shift forward into our power lunge here, and then you're either gonna drag your toe to come up to standing, or you're gonna press off the back foot, come through a warrior three, then you slowly press up, come into standing. Inhale, hug the knee into the chest. Exhale, let that go, shake it out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands. You step or hop back into your plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, either you drop your knees and lower halfway or all. Inhale into your up dog or cobra. And exhale, you go back, down dog. Inhale here. And exhale, stay. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, left foot steps in between your hands. You engage back glute and inhale, rise. High lunge, last time here. Back glute stays engaged, belly button up and in. You're on the ball of the back foot and you're sinking deeper into front heel. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come to heart center. You're gonna slowly lean forward over the front knee. Either you stay here in power lunge and drag the toes up to standing, or you pop off back foot, you come through a warrior three just for a moment. Then you press through standing foot to hug the knee into the chest, and then shake that out, let that go. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, and you're gonna come back onto your mat, sit onto your mat. Plant your feet, grab behind your thighs, and slowly roll all the way back down. Keep your feet planted with the knees shining high and bring your hands by your hips, palms facing down. On your next inhale, you're gonna press into your feet, just in your hips up to the sky. You're in a bridge pose here. Think of pressing more into your palms and your triceps to take some weight off of your neck. You feel your glutes engage here. Inhale. And exhale. Belly button comes up and then inhale. And exhale, you slowly lower all the way back down onto your mat. You're gonna press into your feet to lift your hips about an inch off the mat. Send your hips over towards the right and drop your knees towards the left. So we're sending our hips over the opposite way that we drop the knees. And then you could tee the arms out or cactus. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Stay for the exhale. On your inhale, come back up to center. Send your hips over the opposite way this time and drop the knees towards the right. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Stay for the exhale. And inhale, come back to center, level off the hips. You're gonna let your legs go long on your mat and bring your hands by your hips, taking up as much space as you want here. You can start to close your eyes or keep them open. We're in our final resting position. Here, you can rest for as long as you want. I encourage you just to stay here for the time that you can, breathing and feeling the physical effects of your practice, being proud of yourself for breathing and moving intentionally, listening to your body and adding on things that you want to add on, for building on your practice, trying new things, and for being present. Whether you're here for 30 seconds or 30 minutes, find your peace. Shavasana and namaste.